Hey friends, I hope everyone is as well as can be during this crazy time, and that you're looking after yourselves. Yeah, it is a kind of crazy time, and that's kind of partly why I'm kind of sending this message at the moment, because a couple of freelancers have reached out to me over the last few days saying how disconnected they feel from the process, that no one knows when the theatres are going to reopen again, that nobody knows when they're going to be able to work in our beloved art form again. And as an artistic director, as a theatre that they have given much to, that maybe we should be reaching out and letting them know where we are. And so I'm going to attempt to do that. For the Young Vic, we don't know. We've postponed a couple of shows. And, we don't yet know when we're going to reopen. We, of course, are following government guidelines. And of course, we're investigating 2 or 3 different scenarios for when we might open or reopen. We're thinking about how to create safe rehearsal rooms, safe backstage areas, whether we can operate within social distancing or not. I'm sure everybody knows that would wipe out the overwhelming majority of our seats. And so economically that's challenging, but we're also negotiating with what our central mission is as a not-for-profit theatre, which is to serve our community and to serve those who work in and around our building. And so there's a lot of Zoom meetings going on between various artistic directing groups, which actually is really good, at least for my mental health. There's a few advocacy groups that are gathering and meeting once or twice a week in order to work out what argument we're making to government to help us, first of all, stop the bleeding, as it were, and then stage 2, how we stand again, and stage 3, how we then reimagine and reform in the long term. So there's a lot of kind of debate and discussion that's happening amongst executive directors, SALT, and artistic directors. But one of the things that someone said to me this weekend was that it's great for us to be having this discussion, but what about the freelance community? So I suppose this is just a message to say thank you for all of the brilliant work that you have done for me at the Young Vic, and that I'm going to endeavour to try and keep as many people up to date with our thinking as possible, so you don't just have to pick it up in the press or work it out somehow by magic. I profoundly thank you for what you do, and I say I thank you what you do for me actually. We know that theatre is a collaborative art form. And without you guys, the freelancers, without your work, without your imagination, without your depth of thinking and ambition, we're nothing. I'd love if you want to reach out to me and tell me ways in which we can communicate better, ways in which we can help facilitate freelancers speaking to each other, possibly, not trying to facilitate that or lead that, but possibly just be a facilitator with whatever means we have. Thanks once again, and hope you're keeping safe. Sending deep, deep love.